This is fun.
This is a thing. Get ready. I didn't have time to do my hair today.
Oh my gosh, but it looks so good.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. You got it on the first take. You're a professional.
Here we go. We don't even have a script. Ready?
What?
What's up, everybody? It's Alex Sigrist, and I'm back to talk to you and introduce you to a friendly face here in South Korea, someone I've met through the entertainment industry. And I thought, hey, you know what? We've been talking about a lot of serious topics lately. Why don't we kind of lighten it up a little bit and just have some fun?
Yay.
So with me today is April.
Hi, my name is April Lynn. I've lived in Seoul for about 5 years now, and I guess I'm an actress.
You've done Korean movies.
Well, I have, yeah,
I'm so jealous because my dream is to just forever be stuck in the Netflix cloud, so that one day someone will find it and be like, I went to middle school with that Alex kid.
My mom is very proud.
Oh yeah, but it's cool because they can then see you.
Yeah.
And the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you've done movies. What have you done?
So I have a very, very tiny role in a recent movie called Baektusan. I had a whole scene, but unfortunately most of it was cut out. So you can see me walk across the screen holding a dog at one point, and I'm just behind Ma Dong-suk, and that is my claim to fame. Yeah. Is
he in real life as kind of intimidating?
He's not intimidating at all. He's really nice. He speaks English really well. He was chatting with everybody, even the extras. Dang. He was super, super nice. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. You wouldn't
recognize him from Train to Busan, probably,
yes.
If you're not familiar with Korean movies. What's it like being on a Korean set? How do you start your day? Does someone drive you? Do you show up on set?
I guess it depends on what kind of a role that you have. If you're doing background work or extra work, you usually will arrive at a certain location and then everybody goes in a van or a bus together to wherever you're filming. If you have a more prevalent or prominent role with lines, then somebody might come and pick you up.
Then you get a little coffee, chauffeur.
Get a little special treatment. Yeah, which is nice. But usually, in my experience anyway, the movie shoots are usually very, very long. It's a whole day thing. You arrive there.
Just to walk behind Ma Dong-suk.
Basically, yeah. I don't know. For me, the experience is really fun. Before I came to Korea, I had never been on any kind of movie set, and so
really,
yeah, I did only stage acting before,
wow.
And I was in one commercial. But yeah, so the movie thing is totally brand new to me from living in Seoul.
Okay, so that's a good curious point to start from. You hadn't done any movies, and you come to Korea, and you're in movies. And a lot of people think if I just go to Korea, I see foreigners on screen. They're English teachers in the movie. I can do that. Is it that easy? How did you start? Was it pure skill?
Absolutely. I'm so talented. No, definitely not.
Nailed it.
No, honestly, I think it's a little bit of a lot of things. It's a little bit of luck, a little bit of chance, a little bit of talent, a little bit of skill, a little bit of being in the right place at the right time. For me, I have always done acting as a hobby, since I was a very little girl.
First time on camera?
First time on camera? Well, do you count my mom's Christmas morning, opening presents
No,
things?
that you were intentional about. Did you ever film yourself or anything?
I never filmed myself, but I pretended to film myself. This is an embarrassing story. Am I going to tell this story?
It's too late.
Wow, already started. Okay, so when I was a little girl, my dad actually is convinced that I invented reality TV.
How?
So
what did you eat?
I have to preface this by saying I'm an only child, okay? I didn't have siblings to play with. I used to, from the time that I was probably 4 or 5, just walk around my house and I would be in my kitchen so we're having meatloaf tonight, and I don't really like meatloaf, and I'm gonna try to make my mom happy and eat it anyway. And my dad would look over the newspaper and be like, who are you talking to? And I would deadpan be like, duh. The audience.
Obviously.
And I would literally I can't believe I'm telling this story, just walk around my house explaining things to an imaginary audience. And I really, in my mind, was my fans are watching me. I need to explain all my Barbies to them.
She was YouTube before YouTube was cool. Before YouTube was a thing.
Yes.
She's the emo of YouTube.
So basically, I'm your inspiration is what you're saying.
I didn't even know that. It was the universe telling me.
Wow, amazing.
So you did that. You did some acting on stage.
Stage, yeah. From the time that I was little. I did church plays, community theater plays. I was always involved in the drama department of my school. I was totally one of those drama dorks in high school.
I tried. I wasn't cool enough. I got cut from my play.
Wow.
I was terrible.
That's next level dorky.
Not even cool enough to be in the dork level.
Yeah, if you're not cool enough to be a drama nerd, woof.
Dang it. Ouch. Okay, all right.
Kidding, just
So
kidding.
this is the other part that people are going to be interested in,
Mm.
especially those who clicked on it for this reason.
Mm.
So how did you get in? How did you get your foot in the door? How did you get into the industry in Korea?
So that's a good question.
It is. Thank you.
Good job. Like I said, I think it was a lot of like a combination of things, luck, being in the right place at the right time, having an interest in acting, etc. But the way that I got in, I guess, is rewind, not fast forward, the opposite of fast forward. Rewind, a few years ago, a friend of mine and his wife, they started a production company here in Seoul. They did musicals for children in English, which at the time, like, didn't really exist. There wasn't any kind of company that did musicals for children only in English. It was kind of like a one-of-a-kind thing. Anyway, short story long, it's my specialty. They asked me to join the company as one of the lead actors, and so for almost 2 years, we performed musicals for children on the stage. I played the part of a 7-year-old child named Samantha.
Samantha?
Samantha?
Yeah. Oh man, before that, although they called me Sam in the play.
Oh.
So, but yeah, so we did that for a couple of years, and it was so much fun. Like the best time of my life, probably. Like performing on stage and like getting paid for it. That was the dream. It was really great. But unfortunately, that company is no longer. But through that, I made a lot of friends, and one of the girls who was in the musical with me is like very successful in the voice acting industry, and she introduced me to, she actually approached me and she was like, you know what, you have a really great voice for voice acting, and like, I really think that you should like try it out as a career and see what happens. Because when the company was folding, everyone was kind of like, what are we all gonna do next? And she was like, you should try this.
That's almost how we met.
I think you're right.
But we didn't meet through that.
That's true.
Because we did voice acting together.
We did. We have.
We met through an Itaewon music video shoot.
Did you know that the person in the music video, that artist, has just come out with a movie?
Seriously?
Yep.
Did not? I realized to say it. We can say it, right?
Yeah, it's out now.
We met Cheetah.
Yep, we did.
We met Cheetah.
We were in Cheetah's
I think my
music video.
my arm is in the music video somewhere.
Oh, the side of my face, I think, and like my hand is in
I'm
it.
not recognizable. I know that.
That is where I met. You're right.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool shoot.
That was fun to do.
We were fake drunk in the middle of the day.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good times. Yeah.
We've done like kids English chants, half singing, half not.
Educational chants.
We've done readings together.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And here we are. But we've actually never worked in movies or
like
dramas
TV
or anything together,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunate, but that's why I have all the questions.
I have all the answers.
All of them. What are they? Puts you on the spot.
I don't know.
I don't have to cut this. We can keep this as awkward as I want.
That's fine. I'm good at awkward. Awkward I can do.
We can wrap up that answer you had, though, because I think
Yeah.
this is the same for me in that to get into the industry in Korea,
Yeah.
most people that I know got in because of luck.
Yeah.
And then once you luckily met somebody, that opened the door to more connections.
And I mean, you do have to have like a passion for acting and, you know,
Right.
at least a certain level of like skill and talent. But I think, yeah, it all goes hand in hand with just being in the right place at the right time and luck, you know, which I think is the same maybe in the acting industry in the US even.
It is. It's a bit of luck in the sense that you have to be at the right place, that you have to put yourself in the right place.
Right.
Because if you're not for me, like in the YouTube community, meeting people, if you're not going to events, if you're not even just going to maybe bars or like coffee meetups with people, then you'll never accidentally meet that person who for me connected me to Arirang Radio. And that was my first stint in the industry, if you will. And it was graduate students, friends, fiancés, friend from Jeonju who was here, and she happened to be an agent.
That is a lot of like connections there.
It's luck. It's luck. Everything's luck. Anything you've seen me do is because of that lucky connection.
But I think you landed on a good point as well. Like you do have to put yourself out there and like do the work, and like it's not just gonna fall onto you and happen. Like you have to kind of like build the.
I mean, that's why
bridge.
I went to grad school knowing I'm gonna find connections here, and didn't know it'd be a radio connection, but that was it. It's like I knew I would find a connection somehow. Yeah. And here we are, and now on the silver screen. All of it.
Silver screen. Real small. If you squint, you can find me.
All right, I guess one more question then to kind of go into the movie realm of it out of just pure curiosity. What do you... Okay, I won't make you answer that question. Okay, let me give you a fun one.
Okay, I like fun.
What was a fun experience that you had on set?
Ooh.
Someone you met or something you did?
Oh man, this is a hard question to answer. Well, there was this one music video I did one time, and there was this weird dude named Alex. Just kidding.
Just kidding. He was super weird.
He was
He was-
super weird. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone you met who was like Madong-sok, like a teddy bear, like a surprise, or like surprisingly good looking, or
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I think my like best moments on like behind the scenes or whatever have been the people that I've met and like being able to kind of like I mean, as I mentioned before, I'm sort of a nerd, and so I like the tech side of it. I think it's just really cool to be behind the scenes and like see how it works, see the cameras going in and seeing them setting up the shots, and like I just find that really interesting. But I think probably besides the people that I've met, because I've met like a lot of really great people, I think the coolest like experience that I've had on set was probably doing Baekdusan. And there's this one scene where they have like all of these extras together, and they're like chanting because it's supposed to be a big protest, and they bring out this like hose, and like there's water everywhere, and like just the amount of time it took to set up to film like 10 seconds of
it was
film.
a one take?
Well, yeah, because
Wow.
the water came out or whatever, and it was just like a lot of people screaming, but that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And another thing that was cool, there's an earthquake scene in that movie, which me, not really knowing much, I thought they were gonna have like, you know, like equipment and like stuff that like makes things look like they're shaking and all this stuff.
No.
Literally, they yelled like roll, and like all of us are just doing this. Including Madang-suk, including like everyone's just and like, there's somebody behind.
This is like a Beach Boys surfing video.
Yeah.
And
And there's somebody behind one of the cars, like an ambulance or something, or there's like 2 or 3 people, and they're like shaking it, like, you know. I was
movie
like, whoa!
magic explained.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty cool, actually.
Jeez.
Yeah. So.
All right. I'm gonna end on the question that I'm not gonna make you answer because I like you and I think that you're gonna. You need to keep moving on. But you know what question I wanted to ask?
Ask.
What do you think about the level of the quality of actors in the foreigner community in Korean movies and drama?
It really depends on who you're speaking about.
What a political answer. I'm not going to make you answer more than that. If
I
you
have met some very talented people,
Of
and I
course.
have met some regular people.
Yeah, a lot of regular people in this industry. So the idea that you can't be in a Korean movie is false. You can be an extra, a background, as long as you can
You know
shake
how
it
to
up.
do this.
You can do that a little bit. But, so yeah, I think the barrier to entry is low once you meet the person. Although it is pretty hard to kind of get some of those main roles as a foreigner.
I think that's really difficult.
That's a
honestly.
lot more
That's
difficult.
very, very difficult. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you can't. Doesn't mean you're not fighting against Brad Pitt here. I will say this confidently. I've seen all the foreigner actors. Nobody is a Brad Pitt. I'm calling all of you out. None of you. So if you think you can get better than Brad Pitt, I think there's less competition. That's my political answer. You can get to the top easier.
I mean, I would agree with that. There is a lot of opportunity here for foreigners because the pool is smaller of people that are trying to act. Like, it's way different than Hollywood or something like that, where there's just a lot of people.
Or Vancouver.
Or Vancouver, yeah.
Had to throw it in there.
Yeah.
So we are a smaller field. So anyway, thank you so much for kind of giving your thoughts. I just had fun.
This was fun.
This was a last minute.
I've never been interviewed before.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Give you this opportunity of a lifetime. I'm sorry that I was your first interview.
Yeah,
like you should
me
be
too,
like
a
in a
little
radio
bit.
station or something. I'm like, dang. Well, good. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. We should awkwardly end this.
Let's end it awkwardly.
All right. So this was Alex.
And April.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes, but not really see you because you're on a screen.
Goodbye, Haseyo. Nailed it.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Cheers.
That was fun.